So, Kyle.
Yeah.
When the group last left off, they were standing on the cusp of a hill overlooking a village being bombarded by British Navy sloops. They had been sent to kill a man called Balamontes Pendro at the behest of an elderly Chinese man named Wei Song. In return for this, you'll be given a passage back to the present. You weren't with us last session, but you can come in anyhow you want.
Actually, I have an idea, Kyle, if you want to use it. You basically just pop out of a bush.
I was just gonna say I run really fast.
You out of breath at all, or you just turn up like, hey?
Yeah, I'm just like, hey.
Oh,
Where do you come from?
That's your first word in the game. Your character's first actual word in the game is, hey.
That's often a lot of his characters just show up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
No, it's his character development, Snake. He didn't say anything in the beginning, but now he's warmed up.
That's warmed up.
Hey.
Just a wee bit.
He's going down.
So I'm like a character in Walking Dead who's run out of dialogue options.
Yeah. Just, hey. Now everyone else can just stare at you for a bit and get locked in for 2 seconds. Just special attack, lock them in.
And you say, hey, John Smith will remember that.
He won't really, though. At the end of this session, someone will die. It's John.
No, John.
I've drawn up a beautiful representation of the village here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I imagine that you think it's quite beautiful.
Yep, it's sexy.
It's definitely something.
Yeah. These aren't crisps, by the way. They're meant to be houses. And those aren't bowls. Those are ships.
Huh, look at those look at those 3 ships.
Tree ships.
Tree ships.
They're ships made of wood, therefore they are trees. Dear God.
So, Manly Machismo, do you know how to destroy a ship?
We conquer the ocean first. And I've got an idea how to do that. Get me down to that. Get me down to there.
No.
If you're going to charge the ships, you're going to be running through a hail of gunfire. So is it... Huh? Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Nah, never mind. I wasn't saying that.
We need to be tactical.
Well, I am the guy who can take the damage, so send me on down there.
You are a tank.
Wait, I have an idea. Is there a tree snake nearby?
Yes, there is a tree nearby. I will draw it.
Is it a downhill towards the city?
Yeah, it's all sloping down towards the water. And it's quite
an idea.
It's quite steep as well.
I will build an automobile out of that car.
What?
Yeah, mostly build an automobile out of that car. What?
Okay then. We'll make a sled out of that and quickly go down to the city.
Okay, let me just look at your skills.
While Luke's doing this, I just charge on down by myself.
Okay. We're gonna do this a bit differently if you're gonna charge the village.
Well, I'm just going solo.
Okay. Well, I've still got a thing.
I want to say, I have my skill of in classical cars.
The sled is, in many ways, the most classic car you can think of.
Indeed.
It's info classic car. I'm not letting you roll info classic cars to build a sled out of a tree.
Okay, I have another idea. We could cut down some trees and roll them down the hill, crushing the buildings.
The buildings that people are using for cover.
Yes, and crushing the people at the same time.
The people who you're trying to save, I think.
Oh, we're trying to save them?
Well, the redcoats are the major issue here.
Oh,
That sounds insane.
I don't know.
People are dying while you're going over this.
I'm just gonna follow ahead of Mandy McKisgo. I'm just gonna
Okay.
wing it.
So, what we're going to do here is roll a speed check. That will put you on the shot counter. That'll put you on the shot counter downwards, so starting on 20 and every number detracts from 20. So we're doing a kind of reverse shot counter, if you want to charge. Okay, so you're on shot 14.
Nice.
What's speed?
Speed roll. It should just be 7, I believe. No, let me
Oh
see.
right, there it is.
Yeah.
I didn't see the speed.
And you're on shot 15. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get off the chart now. As you run into the village, it's being peppered by musket fire, gunfire, cannonballs. There are several people trying to shoot at the ships with flaming arrows, but to little effect. Ahead in the waters, redcoats are heading up to the coast on rowboats.
Ooh. Oh no.
Swede, do you want to go ahead with trying to build a sled?
Sure thing.
Okay, because I can't think of a skill that thinks it make an unskilled check, and you're trying to beat a 12.
What is an unskilled roll?
7, I believe. I think there is just a button for unskilled checks on the sheet.
Will, strength, weapon, martial art. I don't see any.
Martial arts. You kick the tray into submission.
Oh, unstrained skills. I roll. I'll add. Actually, wait. How many fortune do I have? I have 4 fortune.
Oh, this is the start of a new session, so bump your fortune back up to its starter, which you're going to have to look up.
9.
9. So put yourself. Reset
Yeah,
your
I'm
fortune.
gonna use the fortune for this.
You know, I probably should have opened the rule book.
So should
what
have
about
I.
our
That
rune
would- that
points?
would make
Is
sense.
that the set as well?
Okay, so
Yeah. It makes no sense because it's starting right, but you can get your wound points back.
Okay.
So Snake, what does this do?
Describe for a start how you're gonna knock a tree down to even start. I mean, you failed, but describe your failure.
Okay, so yeah. First of all, he tries to just push it down. Nothing happens. Then he finds a rock. Tries to start, working on it, and it's like, damn, this is more work than I thought. I should mention this movie's genre is action comedy.
Right, of course.
Aren't they
What?
all?
But yeah, I
One
try.
of our games
Do
are
I?
comedy.
So do I even succeed anything, or is it like just wasting my time trying to cut down a tree?
Yeah. You're gonna make a speed check, but you're basically gonna be slower. You're gonna take a penalty for getting through the village, basically.
Okay then.
Kyle, do you want to charge the ships, or do you have an idea in mind?
I'm rolling my speed.
I'm probably just gonna charge the ships because I can't really do much else.
Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, Swede, you're on shot 8.
Oh god.
So yeah, you don't have to get very... Swede, basically, you two start running towards the village, and John bolts.
Yeah. Like, oh shit!
Gotta go fast.
Yes. Oh my god.
Alright, let's start from 15 then. Goth, you're running through the village. A redcoat has gotten
Wait,
off
should I
his...
just-
Huh?
Should I just roll my...
Yeah. Roll your speed if you want to just, like, charge through the village. Alright, you're on shot 13. And the aim of this one is to get to shot 1 where you'll reach the boats. But anyway, Goth, you're running through the village. A redcoat who got to shore earlier, he sees you running and just thinks you're one of the villagers he's meant to cut down. He readies a bayonet, and he's dead ahead of you. What do?
We're saving the redcoats, right?
No, the redcoats are killing villagers.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, we could.
If
he's
you want to align with the British Empire, I won't stop you. But it's going to be a very bizarre direction the series takes.
Alright, so I begin to reason within my new truce. I'm joking. Oh, damn it.
Actually,
Somebody's
wait, these
calling.
guys, I said these guys are rogue. They're not even British Empire. They're just pirates.
Yarr.
So if you want to go on evil pirate adventures, that too is be a weird direction. But
Well, our
Nonsense.
evil campaigns. We should run one at some point.
yeah,
An evil campaign could be good fun.
basically
wait, you
Dungeon
mean
World
we
is
haven't?
kind of evil.
Wait,
Huh?
you mean we just we haven't run a evil campaign?
The Inquisition is kind of evil.
We've run morally ambiguous.
Yeah. Not like actual, like, I'm going to conquer the world evilly.
Ha ha ha!
I wonder how
Yes.
quickly I'll just devolve into kicking orphans, because I wouldn't want to do something that on the nose.
Alright, I'm back now. God, that was annoying.
Kick the orphan snake.
Alright, so he's readying his. Do I
He's readying his
see it?
musket. Where he's readying bayonet, gonna try and stab you.
Alright, so Zen sees this, he halts and he takes a moment pause and then he springs upwards, planning to kick his gun out of his hand.
Roll it. Martial arts.
I'm not going to use fortune yet.
That
14.
works. The number to beat on the redcoats is 13, by the by. But yeah,
Don't they count as standard mooks?
yeah, they're standard mooks basically.
Okay, cool.
The gun goes flying over me as Zen lands back to his feet and readies his fists. You want to try something more?
Alright, yeah, he just kind of like looks at you, sees his gun, and just runs to collect it. And move down to shot 12.
Yeah.
Alright, Manly Machismo.
Hell yes.
As you're running down the village, you see one of the operators of a cannon spot you and decide you're a pretty big threat and you're running towards the redcoats. It explodes and a cannonball is flying directly at you.
I'm going to kick the cannon back at him. Counter.
Oh
Alright,
my
roll
lord.
defense. Number to beat is a 13 again.
Okay, my defense is 12. Let's do this.
Oh,
Damn.
that
Never
hurts.
mind.
Okay. In this case, I'm gonna make that. Is that you and that's 13, so that's a difference of 2. I'm not sure what to put that as. I'll put that as a BFG, so 14 damage.
Oof.
Because
Okay.
a BFG is a big handgun. Or,
Yeah.
well, in this case, a sniper rifle, and that's a cannonball. You just took you tried to kick a cannonball, and it didn't go. Didn't go so hot.
Ah, damn it.
Stay on shot 14.
Okay.
Okay. Basically, if you succeed, you move down the shot order to 1. That's
Okay.
the idea.
I'm just like hobbling with my feet going, ah, son of a bitch.
Didn't realise I was drawing little dots. Alright, and back to Zan again.
There's blood on my phone. What the fuck?
That is concerning if you just don't know where blood got on your phone.
Oh,
Might
no.
be beating people to death with your
I'm
phone.
leaking blood? My phone is bleeding. Anyway. That was in character, by the way.
Yeah. You
Okay,
got blood on
no,
my phone.
I'm joking, of course.
The red coat is mostly out of your way. He goes to collect his gun and he's mobbed. He's just mobbed by other villagers. You see, he's unarmed and just like, they're not fighters, but they crowd him and are just kicking the shit out of him, basically.
Oh.
Down at the bottom of the village, a group of 5 redcoats clamber out of a rowboat and ready muskets. They're going to fire up the street in your direction. It's a fair run to get to them, but you have time to say dart for cover or just attempt to dodge right away. What do you do?
I think I'd rather duck for cover.
Alright, roll defense.
Is stuck.
Yeah, that works. So what do you do? Like,
Leap and bounds is like he sees this like, oh shit, and then before he can finish, he just like dodge rolls out the way to behind one of the buildings.
a cloud of smoke is kicked up as all the bayonets go off. Dirt is kicked up from the impact. A couple of peasants, unfortunately, hit the ground shot.
Oh. No.
But you succeeded. Go down to shot 10. Wait. Oh, man. Okay. Alright, Wei Yun. As you're approaching, a cannonball hits the ground, rebounds up, and is flying up in your direction.
Is that how cannonballs work?
Well, that's why, funnily enough, it is kind of why castles were designed with sloped walls. It made it better to take cannonball shots because they would bounce up and away. There is some bounce to them. Do you, what do?
Okay. Am I in fact able to? I'm not sure if what I'm saying is too crazy or not.
It's Feng Shui, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it's probably not too crazy because, well, it's crazy. That's what type of game this is.
If you roll a 20, you can leap the Grand Canyon. That's the difficulty setting on a 20. Actually, no, it's a 25, but still, the point stands.
Okay, so the cannonball is coming up towards me.
Yeah, it's bouncing up in your direction.
Okay, am I able to just like roundhouse kick it back towards the boats?
Yep.
Where's my?
Actually, yeah, that should have been a martial arts check in the case of Manly Machismo, shouldn't it? Because it's still a defense check.
Oh well.
We'll make it
Okay.
a defense check in this case as well, for sake of fairness.
Okay.
Okay, actually, what is the defense value of a cannonball?
I made it 13 in Manly Machismo's case,
Okay,
so that's what I put the difficulty at.
so I don't get a bonus.
Taking a cannonball to the face.
You can...
Because
You
I
can...
would get a bonus if its defense is higher than mine.
The defense of a cannonball.
You just punch through the cannonball and it just explodes into 1,000 pieces.
You're aiming for the ship.
Yes.
See it.
With 15, yeah. That succeeds. The cannonball bounces up and it loses a tiny bit of momentum from the bounce, but you roundhouse kick the goddamn thing. It volleys up into the air over the rowboats. A group of British soldiers just watch at this bizarre attack as it crashes back into the cannon from which it was fired.
Nice.
The cannon explodes as they were trying to load another shot, and part of this ship is taken out. It's still seaworthy, but it stops firing.
Holy shit!
Move down 3 shots, and I'm just going to draw a little bit of fire on this ship.
That fire's not at 60 frames per second. Do not buy.
This game isn't at 60 frames per second, I'm sorry to say. Runs at 30 and occasionally cripples down to 20 when there's too many effects on screen.
Console pleb RPG things.
It runs better than me trying to play Final Fantasy 14. That runs on 25 at a good day.
That's-
PC Master Race.
I'm playing on PC.
I know, I'm just being a dick. Okay, the both of you. The group of British soldiers who fired upon you, they realise they don't have time to reload. The 5 of them have fixed bayonets and charge the both of you. What do you do? This is for Wei Yun and Zan Yin. You're being charged by a group of 5 British soldiers, both Wei Yun and Zan Yin.
Oh right. I don't know, Kyle. Should we fight them or should we leg it?
I was probably just gonna try and disarm one.
How many of them are there?
5.
5.
How screwed are they?
Pretty screwed.
I'd say not really.
Let's give them the slip. Let's run one way to throw them off, and then we'll figure it out from there. I don't have a plan. Just let's give them the slip. I'll figure out the rest on the way.
That would be a speed check if you want to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so both of you roll speed checks, and they will oppose it.
I'm gonna use a fortune for this because I'm very unsure.
And they get... Holy Christ.
Oh.
No, they keep up with you. You try and, like, dive into the back alleys, but instead you come up on a dead end. The two of you are cornered by 5 British troops as they slowly approach. You two stay on shot 10. We'll go to John Hattrick Smith. You took
Okay.
Huh?
So Snake, how screwed is John?
Well, you took off at a dead sprint. Manly Machismo has seemingly hurt his foot. Zan and Wei have disappeared, and you're charging a British sloop in the 1850s. Your day has not gone as planned.
This has not gone as planned. So, Snake, how are they aiming cannons and shit towards me?
Yeah, well, they're more just peppering the village. In fact, saying that, a building to your left collapses.
Oh
It's
God!
falling in your direction as the struts are blown out by a cannonball.
Oh God, what should I do?
At the back of the village, another building collapses, and its rubble just starts tumbling down the hill towards the ocean. People, redcoats and villagers alike, are scrambling to get off of the main street and into the alleyways. What do you do?
Fuck it, I'll follow them.
That'd be either speed or defense, then, to just get the fuck out.
A defense? Because I tire.
Yeah. Mate, 13. Yeah, you do. Describe your defense as, like, rubble is just, rolling down the hill towards you. One of the buildings is about to tumble on you.
Yeah, I just run after the people off the main street, like, oh shit.
You end up, like, huddled together en masse in a back alley, and then you notice that in the moment, both the redcoats and the peasants kind of forgot they were fighting as they panicked, and now you're just bundled in a group of people who are either trying to stab each other or punch each other, as you're much too close to actually get a decent punch in, most of you.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, oh God.
You're basically like canned sardines at the moment in a back alley.
Oh no.
Alright, up to 14. Manly Machismo.
Yes.
Your foot throbs for a few seconds. And then two redcoats see you, and they just question, "That's not a Chinaman. What are you doing here?" And they just raise muskets at you, shouting over the din of gunfire, cannon shot, and screaming.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum. And
I'm all out of ass.
all out of ass because the bubble gum came from your ass. He just rambles on for ages. And as he's doing this, he's just walking forward, absolutely irritated at the guy who fired the cannon. So what I am going to do is pick up the both of them and throw them at the cannon guy.
Alright, that's martial arts at -1.
Excellent.
13 to beat. Actually, wait, this is your first martial arts of the thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's a +2 bonus, so +1.
Oh no.
God damn.
You walk towards them, and they just kind of... Your size is intimidating, and they back away with guns raised like, "Oi, oi, stop there, Rusky. This isn't your fight."
Rusky. I'll have you know that I'm American, no, he's not.
I mean, do you want your character to have an accent, actually, on that? Like, that he's noticeably Russian, or...
He just changes and fluctuates, because he's well-travelled, so...
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. But you didn't succeed the roll, so stay on 14.
God damn.
Is this a bit too harsh, or is this...
No.
Okay.
It's good.
It's just trying to fight your way down towards the ships, basically.
Yeah, because I've got an idea, and I really want to use it.
Alright. So, go back to shot 10. Wei and Zan, you're backed up against a fence. 5 British troops are slowly wandering in, their bayonets ready. They've got you encircled.
Well, we may as well at least try and fight, or try and climb the fence. But I've got a gun ready.
Yeah, you got your gun back.
Any objections, Kyle?
Not particularly.
So I get my Colt detective. I'm gonna raise it up, twirl it around my finger, and then the hammer. It is.
Yeah, the hammer.
Cock the hammer, and I point it directly towards the first one of the group. Fire off.
What the bloody hell is that? He says. Ah, the shot goes wild.
It's a rubber bullet.
Alright, so Wei Yun, what do you do?
I just with the closest guy to me, I just kind of grab his gun and try and stick it in him.
Right, roll it. $13 is the number to beat. Yeah. You just basically zero effort, grab the gun, spin it around, and stick the bayonet in his chest. He looks incredibly surprised at the fucking speed and swiftness as he collapses over. And you now have a musket.
A musket that I can't use.
Oh yeah,
Well, I can use it as a bayonet, but
yeah, you still got a martial arts check on that.
Oh wow. Nice.
Alright, yeah, and move yourself down to shot number 7. Once you're at shot 1, it basically just means you're allowed to just go to the ship at that moment. Regardless of how contrived it is, it just means you've spent long enough in movie terms.
the scene's over.
The scene's over. Alright.
Jump cut to the boats and everyone's there.
Just smash cuts really hard.
Even if it doesn't make sense for anyone to be there yet.
Like, how is this logically possible? I don't know.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's
Have you seen was it Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter?
No, I don't watch that.
Oh, it's brilliant because there's a scene towards the end where he goes, "How are you here? You're fighting at the junkyard," and Jesus just goes, "I'm everywhere." He just headbutts this guy. It's brilliant. It's the most amazing thing. So, yeah.
The 4 mooks launch an attack on Zan Yin. 1 hits.
Oi.
Just only. Actually, wait. No, he might not. I'm terribly sorry. Your defense is
14.
okay. So actually, yeah, it just barely hits you. For
Oh yeah, we moved, didn't we? Sorry.
yeah. Well, I know only he did because he succeeded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You take 0 damage.
That's good.
The number you were hit by was basically perfectly the amount that it meant your defense beat the weapon. You're shot, and it doesn't hurt. So, all 4 of them just fire a musket at you. One of them grazes your jacket.
Yes, that's pretty much it.
I would just imagine it actually went through him, but he just didn't feel it.
Oh yeah, that could work. It's really up to Goth in this case.
No, it grazed my jacket. But they think they shot me, and it's like, why isn't he dying?
John Smith,
Yeah.
you're in a back alley being, hustled and tussled by a crowd of peasants and redcoats who are desperately trying to fight but don't really have enough room to do so.
He's trying to crawl his way out of there, trying to get out.
Just trying to climb up and over the crowd.
Actually, there's a building here. Is there a window open?
There's a giant hole in the wall.
He climbs through it.
I'm not sure what check to make that. We'll make this a martial arts stunt in this case.
Okay, and what do I just roll martial arts?
Yeah. To kind of climb out the crowd and through a window to escape. Yeah, that works.
Nobody followed.
Nobody followed. You just somehow scramble out of this incredibly embarrassing fight. You create just enough room that people start punching each other, basically, in your absence.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Oh wait, Snake.
Yeah?
Did I get my nunchucks back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because everyone got their weapons back at the end of the last session. And so Swede moved down to shot 5. You're now in a building completely alone, but the building is on fire.
Oh shit!
I just feel like telling you that now. I've just decided the building's on fire.
Snake,
Because
you're
why
a cruel GM.
I've got to keep you in danger somehow. Alright. You're still in the alleyway. You just defeated one of them, and the rest all fired at Goth. At Zan Yin, they're deciding whether or not to reload before they all just decide to charge you. There's an opening if you want to slip. There's an opening if you want to slip out. She just knocks one of them out, or you can stay and fight alongside Zan Yin. This is Kyle's go.
Okay.
Oh,
I was about
is
to say, I thought you stumbled up. I thought you had mixed
No, I
up
was saying you
names
can stay and fight
mid-sentence.
alongside Zan Yin.
Yeah, I'll probably just stay and help him.
Okie dokie. What do you do?
I'll probably. I'll use my nunchucks, but I'll use the shtick blow of rage in case.
Alright, what does Blow of Rage do?
I spend 1 chi when making a martial arts nunchuck attack against a mook. Until next keyframe, whenever a mook attacks me, I roll a die, and on an even result, it drops before it attacks.
Okay, so basically whenever you're attacked, you just get to retaliate right away.
It's just like if I roll an even die, then they just drop.
So you become a whirlwind of nunchuck-related death.
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell you whenever you're attacked then.
Okay, let me roll my.
Remember, if you want to attack more than one person, it's a penalty equal to the number of people you're attacking. Just in case any of you want to do that, to try and take out more than one mook at a time.
Yes, I could take out everyone down there.
I'll just attack one for now.
Okay. And that succeeds. One guy charges with a bayonet and gets a nunchuck to the chin for his trouble. He cartwheels over backwards and hits the ground unconscious.
Okay, then minus 1 chi.
So that's until next keyframe. So that's shot 7. That basically means until this ends. Because
Yeah,
it's one.
basically.
Yeah. Alright, and move yourself down to shot number 4. Alright, back up to Manly Machismo. The two redcoats are backing away in fear, but you can tell they're probably going to fire off a shot any moment now.
Okay. Just to visualize it a bit better, is the cannon guy still around? Like.
Yeah, there's about 4 people on the cannon, and they're desperately trying to reload it to fire at you.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna still go with my original plan, which is pick up both of them and throw them at the cannon guys. And basically, I want to knock them down, but keep the cannon ammo intact. 'Cause, you know, like, I imagine there's a whole load of cannonballs nearby.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, let's do this.
The cannon guys are on the ship, just so we're
Oh.
clear on the visualization. You can still do this. It's just, you know,
Oh, okay.
they're gunning the ship. They're gunning the village from the boats.
Ah, I see. Okay. Well, let's go ahead. I've got Mounting Fury as well, so I get a +1 because I missed the previous martial arts.
Yeah.
Sus.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought that worked.
Yep, that worked. Describe, because that's better than the result needed to jump a Grand Canyon or run up a trail of bullets.
Okay. Excellent. So what I do is I breathe heavily first, and everyone can see the mist, see the air molecules, and I pick them up and go, I've had enough of these goddamn cannonballs firing at me. I want in on this action. You two, you're going to be my cannons now. And I just...
What? No, put me down!
Yeah, I'm gonna put you down into the ocean with them.
I can't swim! He yells as he flies through the air.
Don't you worry, the sharks need sustenance.
Are there sharks near China?
I think so.
Yes.
Wait, well, why would someone who can't swim have been on a ship? No,
It's
happens all the
it's
time.
One Piece.
It's the 1850s. I don't imagine every pirate could swim that well.
well, in
Yeah.
One Piece, at least Luffy has a reason. The devil fruit removed his ability to swim. Before that,
He did.
could
He had a
swim.
devil fruit, but it was the worst one of all. It gave him advanced omnipotence.
Omniscience?
Yes.
I like that word.
Anyway.
So, yeah. Describe what happens. I'm
Okay.
giving you free reign on a 28 to describe the damage you inflict.
Okay, so basically, as one of them lands, somehow he explodes on impact, and this just sets off a chain reaction and blows up the whole damn ship.
Yeah, that's fine. Bodies go flying off into the ocean. You hear a few of the peasants look upon you and cheer when they see this, and one of the boats is completely taken out of the frame as it just sinks.
I basically then, I have my fist raised up in the air. That I strike a really dramatic pose, so I think JoJo style, and the sun is rising up behind me.
Oh. The other two ships, seeing this, they don't back off. They go closer to the shore to kind of keep up the volley. But yeah, those two mooks are out. Move down to shot 11.
Excellent.
All
I'm
right.
glad I did something amazing.
I don't know why I'm reminded of Ride to Hell when Jake has to get over a fence, so he murders loads of truckers, murders loads of police officers in their big rig while on the way, murders innocent electrical power plant people.
They attacked first. If you think no, they didn't.
But to be fair, who doesn't Jake murder in that game?
Just to set off a chain reaction inside the electrical plant, and then he jumps out like action movie. It's just to get over a fence.
There's one person he doesn't murder in the game, and that's Mikey's not girlfriend.
Yeah, I'll just think the only people who doesn't really murder in that game are the women he sleeps with.
After he had murdered their assaulter
Yeah,
while they have sex in the same room as
near the corpse.
Yeah.
Gotta keep the corpse. It provides the fragrance of the 1960s.
I was about to say that must start smelling after a while.
Wait, that was the 1960s it was based?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere 100%.
Oh, very well then.
Yeah, weird, meaningless trivia there. That's for anyone. All right, so Zan Yin.
Yes.
Wei Yun has produced his nunchucks and is just spinning them around. The mooks look to him, look to you, and they are kind of concerned. They're a bit prickly about approaching you. Behind you, a cannonball goes wild and blows off part of the fence that's blocking your way. It's now you have options: fight or flight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think we... I think I'm going to be defensive. I'm going to make another run for it. I'm going to attempt to leg it.
Alright, in this case it's defense, because they are kind of preoccupied now.
11.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not having luck today, am I?
No, that's bad. That is.
I had
that's
a
bad.
lot of luck last time, but
I think you used it all up one-shotting my boss.
Yes. You missed that, Kyle. That was spectacular.
Okay, you do... Alright, I'm gonna... You start climbing the fence. The rulebook says if you fail a roll, contrive a reason that doesn't make the characters less badass why you didn't succeed. So I'm just trying to think here. Unless you don't mind me making, your characters a bit clumsy now and then. I've kind of taken liberty of that with John Smith.
Well, I'd say if we roll bad enough, then why not?
Yeah, okay. Well, there's critical fumble rules.
My guy is pretty by the books most of the time. I think he likes to keep a sense of seriousness, so he'd be pretty embarrassed if he had cocked up.
Yeah, but it's kind of a failed roll. Alright. You go to climb the fence. Two of the redcoats see this, and they run up and grab you by the shoulders. They're basically holding you back.
Ugh.
So you don't get away for the moment.
Why do you always have to go after me?
Okay.
As he's struggling.
Before I look at the attack sheet, two mooks go for... Well, actually, no. One mook goes for Kyle. The other two are going to try and hit Zan Yin. One mook goes for Wei. And he gets a 9.
Are we both from China?
You're both... I think you're both Chinese
Kyle,
characters.
are we both from China? Are we both Chinese, actually, rather?
Well, Wei Yun's from Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay then.
So do you roll a d6 in this case to see if he's dropped?
Let me check where it's...
If it says roll a single dice and if it comes up even.
It just says roll a die.
Yeah, in this case, and that means it's a d6 then, because this game's all d6s. So just roll a single d6, and if it comes up an even number, he's down. That's actually a really fucking good skill. But it doesn't work out in this case. He's trying to get close to you to stab you, but every time he approaches, he gets closer to Nunchuck and kind of sheepishly backs away, like, how do I approach him? And every time he stabs at you with his bayonet, you just knock it away. Okay, the other two go for Zan Yin, and they both fail. They've got you grappled, but they can't land a solid hit on you, basically. Alright. We're back down to John Smith. You've clambered into a building, and it's just a bit too late. You realise this place is filled with smoke, it's crumbling, it's collapsing. Then a cannonball flies through the wall. Then a scary skeleton pops out of the closet.
And a vampire appears.
And a drill smashes through the ground.
Your drill is a drill that appears to happens.
Also, one of the ships grounds itself and smashes through. Actually, yeah, fuck it, I'm doing that.
What?
I was
Oh
joking.
my God.
I was joking, but the idea amuses me. The ship that Temascos fucking wrecked. It starts veering towards land in its death throes. The fucking bow of the ship smashes through the side of the building.
Oh God.
Because you're in this building. Sweet, what do you do?
Well, I'm in a burning building, aren't I?
Yes.
I think I should just jump out again.
Dive back into the crowd.
It's better than get burned up.
And also get crushed by a boat that's smashing through the wall.
Why, that's a boat smash through the wall?
Because it grounded.
Can I do a silly martial trick where I basically somehow stumble onto the ship as it crashes through the wall?
What, do you want to climb on the ship instead?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on anymore.
Alright, to paint a picture, you were in the alleyway between these two buildings, yeah?
Yeah?
You're basically, like I described it, like a can of sardines, all crushed together. You clamber onto the crowd and climb through a hole in the wall into the building.
Oh,
The building you then discover is on fire from cannon shots.
Oh, God.
Then, outside, somewhere across town, Manly Machismo picks up two redcoats and throws them at the boat, causing a chain reaction that causes it to explode. The ship, rather than sinking, ends up crashing into the land. The bow of the ship has enough momentum that it smashes through this building, the building of which you're in, which is on fire.
Oh, God. Do I have to dodge it or anything?
You have a choice. I'm going to leave it up to you how you describe what you're going to do, and I'll pick an appropriate role for it, or you can suggest one.
I feel like kind of just... because will it fly any farther?
Huh?
Will it fly any farther from through the house?
Yeah, it's crashing through, but it's still got a lot of speed, and there's no telling when it's going to hit the slope proper and stop.
I'm kind of tempted to just hang on to the ship. No, that should be a thing if I try to dodge it, but no, it carries me somehow. No, fuck it. Is there a street I can jump onto that isn't horrible?
Well, all the rubble has gone down Main Street right now, so it might be safe to run back out onto the main street, but then there's
Fuck
cannon
it.
fire.
I'll just jump out, probably landing in some mud.
Yep, alright. Roll defense then.
Like I see it coming
13
through, I'm like,
is-
shit.
13 is the number to beat.
Fuck it, I'll use another die.
Yeah. As the ship smashes through the building, taking the whole thing out, grounding itself, you dive through the front door, and prophetically, as you said, you slip on some mud. But
At
you
least it
didn't
wasn't
get...
shit.
And also, as you slip, a cannonball flies above your head. The mud saved you.
Blah, blah.
The cannonball has hit a weird angle, though, but besides, you succeeded the roll, move yourself down to shot 2, you're almost to safety. And,
Oh, I'm alive.
Yes.
Alright. We'll do... Yeah, we will do Wei Yun and then we'll move back up to Manly Machismo. Actually, did we do Wei Yun? This order is weird, I'm gonna say. It's a weird way of doing things. Wei Yun.
How's the leather?
One man is trying to approach you, the other two have grabbed... The other two have grabbed Zan Yin and are holding him, not exactly hostage, no. They're just grappling him, trying to stop him from running away. The third has eyes on you and a bayonet primed. What do you do?
Okay, I'm able to get close to one of the ones holding Zanian.
Yeah,
Because then I'll just try and attack one of them.
go for it. That hits. Describe your attack.
I assume I just... Taking a moment from my boiling vortex of death, I try and get close to the people, the enemies, holding Zanian hostage, and just like expertly use my nunchuck to take one out.
Nice. Yep. The other one lets go of Zan Yin, seeing his buddy collapse and realizing he can't hold him from one side. The guy with the bayonet kind of like realizes, oh, there were 5 of us, now there are 2 of us, and we still haven't hit them once in any meaningful fashion. But first of all, Manly Machismo.
Yes.
The ship crashes, and as a chain reaction, a building explodes as it's crumbled by the ship. Wooden debris is being sent in your direction, on fire. Actually,
Right.
just tell me where you believe you are on this map right now. Just you
I'll,
can be anywhere of your choosing.
I'll put a little cross. Hold on. Just choose the right color for it. Okay. So those are villages. What are the green lines like? Kind of.
Oh, that's just a hill. On this.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's all kind of a hill, but that's just.
Alright,
yeah.
so I believe I'm about here, maybe?
Okay, so you're outside the main street.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, you're out in the open then, yeah. That building explodes, sending burning hot wood flying everywhere. There's nails, there's shrapnel. It's not pretty. And to kind of thing it up, another ship has taken an interest in you. So there are men along the side of the boat readying muskets to fire at the field with you in it.
Excellent.
What do you do?
So the shrapnel flying at me.
Yeah.
What does it look like? Is it like long beams of like splintered wood and stuff?
It's it's wooden chunks and metal shrapnel.
Right. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to martial arts this. This is going to be basically as the shrapnel approaches, heads my way. I'm going to grab it and spin it towards the other boat like a shuriken.
You're just standing on the side of the village, sending debris at the ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. If you can, all right, martial arts check, and it's going to be a bit more difficult if you want to take this one out.
Right. Okay. Let's
So,
see.
difficulty 18, not to destroy the ship, but to damage it.
Right. Okay. And I have a bomb.
But to not get hit, that is just going to be like 13.
Okay. I'm going to spend a fortune for this.
Okay. Alright, you don't get hit, but you don't get completely what you want.
Ah.
Basically, you knock a bit of shrapnel your way, but it kind of like skims across the water and stops short.
I just kind of spit at the ground and look at them.
A few of the redcoats flinch because they saw what you did to the other ship, but when they realise it's not working again, they're ready to fire at you.
Okay.
But that still succeeded, so move yourself down to shot 8.
Ready?
Alright. Zan Yin.
Zanyin is now free of their clutches, correct?
Yep.
Zanyin is like not even any build up. He jumps up in the air and he's gonna swift kick one of them around in the face.
Go for it.
Just overly kung fu style. Or he was going to.
You go to do it, and he ducks at the last second.
What? He saw right through me.
Okay.
It can't be.
It can't be. This redcoat, he's too fast. Oh, my. Okay, both of them miss. One goes for Zan Yin, the other goes for Wei Yun. They both jab at you with bayonets, but to no avail. They're simply too slow. Okay. Next up is Wei Yun. Oh, actually, yeah, you should roll a d6 to see if you take him out.
Oh, right, yeah.
You do. As he goes to jab at you, he's sideswiped by a nunchuck. Violently, he smashes against the wall, smashing through it. From the inside the building, you hear screams, and then kind of cheers and adulations because it's a knocked out redcoat. But there's still one left, and now it's your turn. What do you do?
At this point, I'm probably just gonna drop kick him.
When all else fails, go for the simple drop kick.
Yes.
Of course.
And it succeeds. He manages to duck under the flying kick in time, but he doesn't see you come in from the side. He's drop kicked through the opposite wall.
Here's a kitten that sounds like a goat.
Move yourself down to shot 1. Okay, John Smith.
Yeah. So I'm in the mud.
You're in the
Everything
mud.
is awful. What's happening?
Well, the cannonball that missed you, it hit the slope and bounced directly upwards. It's now tumbling back down towards you.
Oh shit! Is there something on the other side? Like is it like soldiers and stuff like that?
There are rowboats of soldiers heading to the thing, but they're not on ground yet, so they wouldn't be able to stop you if you rolled or something.
But would they be hit by the ball?
Probably not the way it's going now.
Actually, I'm like, oh shit. I'm trying to think what I can do. Actually, I can't really do much. I'm just gonna have to roll out of the way of this bowl.
Be defense then. 13's the number to beat.
Ah!
A cannonball lands on you.
Ouch.
Oh. So that is... Alright, that's a difference of 4.
Wait, does it just hit him or land on top of him?
It lands on top of him.
Oh!
Ow.
Ooh.
Pretty sure he should be dead.
Yeah.
This is an action movie.
I can't
He
die.
should be dead though. Okay, so that's a difference of 4. So you take 16 damage. What minus 16?
How much do I take?
16 damage. 10 damage.
Oh god. Oh my.
The cannonball
shit.
lands on you and then slowly rolls off and starts rolling back down towards the sea. You do not move closer to the end.
Oh.
I would assume not.
Well, in one sense he moved closer to the end.
Or closer to the end of his life.
Yeah. Okay. Zan Yin,
Yes.
you're home clear. All the mooks have been defeated, it's just you and Wei Yun in the back of an alleyway. However, the building next to you, starts tumbling under the weight of all the cannon fire. It seems that a chain reaction of buildings collapsing and getting set on fire has gotten this far. The alleyway is about to tumble in on itself.
Let us dodge roll out the way or just sprint it out of there. It's a slow-mo shot as like the building is just crumbling behind us and we're just charging out. A B is speed.
Yeah, speed or defense. Defense is just generally a dodge thing. And 13 is the number to beat, as always.
I'm going to use a fortune this time.
Yeah, you get out in the nick of time.
No. And then just, like, he ends it with a dodge roll.
Just dodge roll, and just as you dodge roll, a beam just smashes into the ground where you were a split second earlier.
Yes.
Move down to shot 7.
There we go.
Manly Machismo.
Yes.
The Redcoats have learned they probably shouldn't send things you can throw your way. So, in a bit of a boring twist, they decide to play it safe and just shoot at you.
Damn it. Okay. I am going to sprint as hard as I can towards the rest of the town and try and catch up with the group.
Okay.
So I assume that would be speed.
You can make it defense because it's more just a general dodge.
Oh, right, okay.
In a movie sense, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I'm keeping it simple, but you know.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, it still doesn't do any damage to you. Musket damage is fucking shit. So, even with a difference of 4, it does 11 damage to you. Your toughness is 12.
just like they just bounce off me and I just get mild bruises.
It's just basically, it's as if you were at paintball right now, is the way that musket fire is to you. But you do not move, like, you're in town, but thematically, you're not closer to the ships.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fair enough.
It's a very bizarre way of looking at things, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Zanyin and Melanie Machismo have just moved, so let's go back down to John Smith.
Yeah.
So, you're in a lot of pain right now.
Yeah.
A cannonball just landed on your stomach.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Luckily, years of drinking beer have hardened your stomach to such trouble, so you're not going to die.
Fantastic.
However, the Redcoats are clambering off the boat, and they see you.
Hi there.
Oi, it's a Yank! What are you doing here?
Well, you know, my fellow brethren, I don't know.
It's a good answer. Did Valamont just tell us to kill everyone in here? Yeah, even the Yank. Well, alright then. And all of them raise guns at you as you're laying on the ground in pain. What do you do?
What? Is there anything near me?
There's a cart.
Can I kick? Is there like some block keeping the cart from rolling down?
Yep, yeah.
I kick away the little block and use that to basically use the cart as the distraction to escape into an alleyway.
Do it. There's a martial arts check in this case. Or a defense.
I'm gonna add a fortune for this.
Yeah, it's a martial arts move because it's kind of practice. Jesus!
I'm like, oh, what a shame! Kicking it to start rolling down.
It rolls down the hill and smashes into the group. They are confused and dazed, and you have time to get up and run.
Yeah, I run into like an alleyway, like, shit.
Okay, so put yourself on shot 1. The next time you succeed a roll, you can just go to the ship.
Okay.
You can just contrive any reason to get to one of the 2 boats.
Just running all over the place. Help!
Leroy!
Alright. Wei Yun. On your next success, you can just go to the boat. The alleyway you're in is well, this is kind of fucked time-wise, but Zanyin has made it out of the alleyway and it's collapsing. What do you do?
Well, I'd assume I just sprint out as fast as possible.
Okay. So, defense or speed, your choice. And 13 is the one to bit. You both make it out just in the nick of time. just as it would have crushed you, you both get out of there. And yeah, the way is clear for you. You can get to the boat anytime you want. And you're basically off the turn order. It's just for these guys to kind of catch. Yeah. So you're safe, basically. Alright. Background to Manly Machismo. You get to... Since you were there, you are here. Which is... Oh, I can't pick up your cross, which is weird. Alright, you're here, basically. You're in the alleyway that Swede was in that was crammed with people. It's chock-a-block. They're still in there trying to punch each other.
Right. Bulldozer time.
Oh no!
I just go, actually, I am... Is there any sort of, like, large logs lying around?
Yeah, there was kind of a pile set up for the town carpenter.
Excellent. I pick one up. I'm going to use it as a battering ram.
Alright. That's fucking beautiful. Martial arts check.
Okay, and that would be at a... I believe I missed my last martial arts check when the second boat was firing at me. So, I am get a +1 to this.
I'll allow it because it succeeded your defense but not your attack.
In
a very liberal interpretation of this rule set, but yeah.
Okay, and yeah, and I'm not sure how much a big wooden thing is, but we'll come to that. That's a 12.
Just 13 is the defense on these things.
God damn it!
The crowd, like, you make some headway into the crowd, but it's resisting. Like an amorphous mass. Like custard, it gets tougher when you push against it.
And it's just pushing back, and it's just like manly men just fighting it out, and it's just like, rah, rah.
It's kind of like it cuts to a shot of your feet as you're like trying to move forward, but just kicking dirt back, barely making headway.
And you see a bit of like he's just concentrating. Manny Machismo is just concentrating on this so much that like basically he's just dribbling a bit because he's just so focused on the task at hand.
Just popping veins and shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's brutal.
Zan Yin.
Yes.
The way ahead is clear. Most of the village is on fire. It's pretty clear what Wei Song said was true. These guys are just torching indiscriminately.
Rustles my jimmies so much.
It rustles your jimmies no end.
Yes. Now, I think Zan is going to try and do... I think he assumes that the others can handle themselves. He's going to look around and make sure that there's no other innocents. To make sure that they've got out to safety or that he could help them.
Okay, alright. So, we kind of like diverge with you for a second here. You hear, from the alleyway in which you just escaped, you hear a woman screaming. In the a beam has fallen on her, and a man is desperately trying to pull it off her, but he's not strong enough to get it clear.
I'm gonna try and help him.
Alright.
I go over to help, see if I can help pull this beam off her.
Alright. In this case, it would be a strength check, and I'll set the difficulty at 10, because strength is pretty low for most characters. Oh, that is the worst fucking luck.
What? You can get a -2?
Yeah, you can go minus.
that's
That
so
means...
Oh, jeez.
Okay, that is a
What?
critical... That is a critical failure.
Remember the swerve is plus 1d6 minus 1d6.
Yeah,
That minus 1d6 can take you down to minus.
because the dice also explode, so you can explode... It's worse than Savage... Well, it's cruel than Savage Worlds in the respect that you can explode infinitely downwards.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus,
God.
that is...
Yeah. Okay, a critical failure. You're trying to get this beam off of her. It's not going well. It's not only that the beam is incredibly heavy, it's trapped under another pile of rubble that's stopping it from moving. The beam catches fire.
No.
and it's slowly creeping up.
Oh dear.
You have a choice. You can keep trying to remove this, and you will take burning damage, or you can abandon it and get clear of the building, because it's also apparent this building is not going to stand for much longer on its supports.
Ah. Yeah, but this guy, he's fighting to save his wife.
He is, and there is nothing on his mind but trying to get her clear. He is not going to run. He ain't going to leave the building. He ain't going to leave her.
Wow. Oh.
That's dramatic as hell.
This is like The Walking Dead. I've got a moment to decide.
Random Chinese villager will remember this.
We'll come back to you in a second, because, the first roll failed. So give you time to think on that one. I'm going to say the damage, and it's not too harsh, will be 10, and it will ignore toughness, so it will just be straight up 10 damage.
I'm actually going to take that moment to put a burger in the microwave, because I probably should have eaten before, but I've just gone suddenly hungry.
Alright, we'll do John Smith and Manly Machismo, then we'll take a 5-minute breather. Okay. John Smith.
Yes.
Alright, you succeed one more roll. You get to think. Can I just take control of where you ran for a second?
Sure thing.
Okay. You ran onto one of these fishery docks here. So there are rows of rowboats, as alliteration makes me like to say.
I know exactly what I'm gonna do, Snake.
Okay, I'm just going to stop describing now, but you are going to have to succeed a check to get clear.
Oh, actually, do continue to describe, but I think I...
Okay, well, let's see. We've done fire, we've done thing.
Is there a flood happening?
You joke, but I was about to introduce a tidal wave into the situation, kicked up.
Damn!
I got an infinite effects budget, so I will contrive a tidal wave if I want to contrive a tidal wave. Yeah, fuck it. There's a tidal wave. You tempt fate. There's a what?
Oh, no!
Okay. In fact, it's not entirely Manly Machismo's fault, but.
It's a force of nature, but
basically the ship exploded, and
I thought you were going to say like Manny Machismo's climate change. Say man-made climate change. It turns out it's one guy.
You are actually global warming. You just give off that much heat as well as anything else.
Oh my fucking lord. So, Snake, what's happening?
Well, you run out onto the docks, not noticing there's a tidal wave headed your way from the left. As if the left is the important detail here. But yeah, it's approaching quick. Several rowboats are flung in your direction as well by the tidal wave. There are also redcoats being thrown by the tidal wave.
I'm kind of tempted to just fucking jump in a rowboat and use it to ride the wave.
Oh my god.
I think you should do that. It'll be a
Yes,
defense
I'm
check
gonna
at
do that.
13.
Okay, what did I say? What do I roll?
A defense check beat 13.
Adding another fucking...
Oh, just barely. You're holding on for dear life as you are basically picked up by a tidal wave.
Oh god.
So yeah, but that puts you off the turn order. So whenever you want, you can just get onto a boat.
Oh god.
So Zanyin has gotten clear of the village and can just sprint there. You're currently on a rowboat being thrown about by a tidal wave. Alright, let's do Manly Machismo and take a break.
Yeah.
Do you keep pushing?
I keep pushing and swinging, yeah. And I've got a +1 because of Melting Fury. So, same as before.
Yep. Yeah, the crowd breaks way. Several of the peasants realize what's happening and they let you pass like the goddamn Red Sea. No, it's through redcoats. It is like the goddamn Red Sea. They're knocked down. They are crushed through. The crowd clears, whether willingly or not, as you push through out onto the main street.
I've still got the still got the battering ram with me, so I just keep charging forward while screaming.
Now you're running down the street with a
You know,
log.
this must be one hell of a chaotic movie.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like just the director's deciding to do whatever the fuck he wants with no regards for consistency.
No, I mean like cutting up between all these perspectives so much.
Oh yeah, it's like the ending. Well, basically, it's always like the ending of Star Wars Episode 1.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move yourself down to shot 5.
Excellent.